So as I mentioned in last week's video, I had some family friends give me a ton of their son's old Lego that is chock full of incredible Lego Star Wars sets and minifigures. So what better thing to do than to sift through all of it and see what I could sell on bricklink. And while there are clearly full sets that I could find all the pieces to and try to sell those, for simplicity's sake, I'm going to stick just to minifigures. And while I have found some very big sets like this old ATTE, for this in particular, I'm going to try and complete it before the new one comes out this summer so that I can do a comparison. I've got my disc full of minifigures. I have bricklink open right here. Let's start doing some research. So I'm going to try and focus on things that'll actually turn a significant profit. So with things like these countless battle droids that I have, I probably won't end up posting my bricklink because one, they're not worth very much, and two, it gives me a reason to build a really cool Star Wars mock in the future. But as for things like this, a Phase 1 Rex that typically goes for $80 used, I'm definitely going to be looking into posting that on my bricklink. So let's see what else we got. Next up, I'm going to be looking at this Phase 1 Commander Cody. Comment down below if you've heard the news that there may be a Phase 2 Commander Cody that we'll be getting in the new ATTE set later this summer. I really hope it's true. It'd be super awesome. But this minifigure in particular sells on average used for almost 30 bucks. And so I'll probably try to post him around that same price. Next up, we'll be looking to sell this amazing ARC Trooper. He comes with so many accessories. I was hoping he'd be worth more, but he's still worth around 20 bucks used. And that's a fantastic price for just a minifigure. Next up, I'm going to be looking at this Jedi minifigure of Coleman Trevor. And while he didn't last very long in Star Wars due to Jango Fett, he's still worth used $45, so he means a lot to me. So I'm going to post him in my store for probably around 40. I also got this Mace Windu minifigure with white legs. The double printing on the legs looks so good. I was kind of hoping he'd be worth more than 15, but that's still a great price. So I'm going to post him in my store at 15. Next up, I have this super OG General Grievous minifigure. He looks ridiculous. He looks more like a skeleton than General Grievous. But he sells on average for about $10, which is not bad at all for essentially just a little droid minifigure. So I'm super pumped. I found this clone helmet, and it turns out it belongs to Commander Fox, which was on average sold for $65 used, but I can't find the rest of them. But the craziest thing is, the helmet alone sells for an average of $30 used, which is just mind-boggling. Unfortunately, mine has a little scrape on the visor, but I still feel like I could sell this for about 20, so we'll see how that goes. And finally, as far as Star Wars minifigures go, I'll be looking to sell this Captain Rex Phase 2, which has sold on average used for $136. This is by far the most expensive minifigure I have ever owned. And it wouldn't be a proper Benji's Builds Lego investing video if I didn't try and sell a super crazy looking Ninjago snake minifigure. And this time it's Scales, who sells for an average of $16 used. This dude is wild looking. He doesn't have as cool of a name as Pythor Chumsworth, but Scales is pretty dope. So now that I've had the items from that 20-pound lot sitting in my bricklink for about a month, and I've had about a week or two since I posted on my bricklink all of those items from that family friend, let's see how I did. If you remember from my video, I only spent $65 total to get that 20-pound lot. And I started out really strong. I was able to sell that Santa's Workshop for $100. Meaning that after that sale alone, I made $35. And on top of that, one person bought both the Beast Boy and the Raven minifigures for a total of $35. So all in all, I made $70 on this 20-pound lot that I bought on a total whim. While I've only had my bricklink store for a couple of months, this past week has been crazy. Packing and shipping all these different items. I have done incredibly well selling the minifigures from this more recent lot. I'm going to start with the more cheaper purchases and work my way up to the crazier ones. So first, I was able to sell this Commander Fox helmet for $20. Just the helmet. Next up, I sold this Phase 1 Commander Cody for $20. So I was able to sell Coleman Trevor for $40. He had such a minor role in Attack of the Clones. It's amazing to me that people will pay so much for him. And finally, one person bought both the ARC Trooper and the Phase 2 Captain Rex for a total of $132. So huge shout out to that guy. So all in all, between that 20-pound lot from a month ago and the one that I just recently got, I made over $280. That is incredible. I wish I knew before how good of a side hustle Lego could be. This is so much fun. And so not only did I make that much profit, but I have so many more pieces now to work on things like Last Resort. Not only that, but I also have a ton of Star Wars minifigures still left over that I can use to build some other crazy Star Wars battle mock. I don't know. But anyways, guys, this was clearly super successful for me. I will absolutely be doing more stuff like this in the future, so subscribe if you want to see that. Also subscribe so you don't miss the next few parts of Last Resort. I'm getting pretty close to the end, and it is turning out so well. I'm super excited. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.
I'm getting too old.